welcome.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hello, Michael.
Yeah, I'm doing really good. I'm really excited about the 90s kind of theme as well. As another child of the
자기네들
90s
얘기하고
as well.
있어요. 그냥 이렇게 지내고 있다, 저렇게 지내고
Well
있다.
remembered, look back fondly, and very excited to do our first stream together.
That's great because you can
쓸데기
sometimes
없는
remember some of
얘기니까
these being in your own
굳이
driveway
해석 안
on
해도
your road.
됩니다.
Yeah, I
Maybe not
wish.
some of these, but a few of them perhaps. And last but not least, everyone's favorite Italian, it's senior community developer Giuseppe Delicante. Hello.
Ciao, ciao, Leah. Welcome back. Welcome back.
이탈리아
We're excited to
분.
talk about the 90s. I'm not necessarily a child of the 90s.
실시간
more
번역은
the
안 돼요.
80s, But let's pretend I'm from the 90s.
그래서 제가 매번
that's cool.
하루 지나서 보는 거예요.
Absolutely. So,
Well, again, you got to see.
하루 지나면 번역이 되거든요.
I'm from the 90s
Yeah,
by
yeah,
the
it's-
child, so
well,
Quite
can't
yes.
wait to talk about the 90s. But I remember them more than the 80s. So let's put it
That's
that way.
fair.
Wow,
Mhm.
okay.
So, are you playing anything interesting this month?
Just playing some Diablo 4. Just waiting
Oh,
for
yeah.
something cool to happen like
Yeah,
soon. So,
eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Very soon, actually.
Yeah, very
so-
soon. So.
Yeah, excellent. How about you, Joe? You found anything?
Trying a bit of Star Wars Outlaws. So yeah, all about the Star Wars. So yeah, it's lots of fun.
Yeah, lots of stealthing.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at that sort of
Yeah.
thing. So hopefully you're having more luck than I would.
말이 너무
maybe.
빨라갖고 뭔 소리인지
You
모르겠다.
playing anything, Mike?
No, I've got a 6-week-old boy, so pretty busy. But
Yeah,
I've had fun
priorities.
dressing him in kind of car-themed baby clothes, just getting my interest forced upon him
Yeah,
at an early age.
And
I
then,
think
you
that's
know, you
wise.
can show him pictures when he's older and be like, see, you always liked her. And,
Exactly.
yeah.
Play the long game.
Exactly. Well, why don't we start by introducing the Horizon backstage, though? Have you ever missed a festival playlist reward card in
네.
past series?
그렇게
that you're
번역된
really
것들은 되게
interested in?
이상해요.
Well, fear not, because the Horizon backstage will let you acquire
하루 정도
those
지나야 좀
previously
제대로
reward
나옵니다.
only cards.
제대로
So
나온다
how does
그랬다고
this work?
100% 똑같은
Yeah,
건
no, I can
아니고
take this. So
그나마
yeah, as you can
실시간보단
see
낫죠.
here, we've got the Horizon Backstage is back, and it is a new area in game where players can get their hands on those pesky, hard to find cars.
네, 영어
So we'll
유튜브만
jump
돼요.
in and we'll have a look. So
그거를
it's broken into
번역해서
two
되는
different
거는 하루
areas.
지나야 돼요,
You've
제가
got the
알기로는.
backstage vote and the backstage shop, but we'll jump in and have a look at the
자동
vote
번역은
first.
하루
So this
지나야
is
됩니다.
where you can vote
못해도
each
뭐
week
12시간
cars to
지나야
be
돼요.
added to the backstage.
Backstage
new cars
go
added
to
the Horizon
the
backstage
car.
vote, in kind of a
Your world would
2v2
like
head-to-head
to
vote
add
that
the
runs throughout
backstage
the
shop.
week. When the
어떤 걸
vote
추가할지
ends,
선택을
only
하라고.
the two cars that won the vote will be added to the backstage shop.
백스테이지가
So in
생기네.
total over the series, 8 cars will be added to the Horizon backstage. We'll jump. We'll give it a vote. We'll go for the Torino.
Thank
and
you.
We'll confirm the vote. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll jump across and we'll have a look at the backstage shop.
두 개 다 할 수가 있는 건가?
So
하나만 하는
this is
건가?
where you will go and redeem those cars that are either already in the shop or that have been voted in, and you'll use backstage passes to acquire them. We'll talk into a little bit more
코에도
detail.
있던
when
건데
we go through the
선택받은
festival
차가
playlist, how you
백스테이지에
actually acquire
포함돼가지고
backstage
되는 거예요.
passes.
그 티켓을 살 수 있는 거.
But just a little
아,
note
그
about these. So,
티켓.
cars within the backstage can only be redeemed once. And in a similar way to the auto show, it will kind of show as owned if you already have them in the garage. As you can also see here, we've got a selection of cars
리비안,
that will
파가니,
be in the backstage
메르세데스 벤츠.
shop from like launch, so straight away. So you can jump in and grab those with the first few backstage passes that you
페릴라.
unlock, or you can save them for future vote winners. And just some details on when this actually will go live. When the game updates,
모임분들의 뉴비들
you'll see the
좋은 차 못 받게
backstage
하려고
pass tile appear in your menus, but it will be in a
일부러
kind of
나쁜 차
locked state
투표하고 그래요?
until the series changeover on the 10th. In game, it's located. I can jump out and show players.
못 났네, 못
So
났어.
it's located just outside the festival site, and that will also be shown on the map. Yeah, really excited.
게임을
Big thanks
장려해야지
to,
방해하고 있네.
Joe on the engineering team, not me. I'm not thinking myself. Will for a lot of the UI, and Yazid for just being a helpful guy in general. Yeah, like I said, I'm really excited for players to jump in, try this out. Lots of players from Horizon 4 will be kind of
또
excited to
뽑았어요.
have this back, and then new players to Horizon 5 will be
아, 이
just
차.
grateful to get hold of those hard to find cars, I think. So, yeah, awesome.
Exciting stuff.
Excellent. Thank you, Joe. Yes,
Thank
you.
you.
So now that you know that you can get previous reward cards, why don't we check out the ones that will be available to unlock in this month's festival playlist? We got some good ones this month, I think.
Yes,
뭐라고?
we definitely taste it. It's me again.
웅얼웅얼거리면서
So,
얘기를 못
as you
알아듣지.
can see here, it's the Back to the 90s series.
MB 500이
We've got the
Typhoon.
very 90s Mercedes-Benz 500e for 80 points. That's a hard to find car. And the GMC Typhoon for 160 points. Another hard to find car. We've got
이번에
some
시리즈
awesome
보상차는
artwork.
10개 되네요. 참
This is by
소박하네.
Scott as well. I think he's
시리즈
the guy who does the
보상차인데.
artwork for these. So very 90s
시즌
kind
보상도
of that
아니고.
jazz theming going on. We'll jump across. So for the first week, it's the
자, 여름
Toyota
시즌
Sora
보상.
from 1997 for 20 points.
또 소레요?
And, this is
소아레를
this is how you can get one of those
잘
backstage
적어놔.
passes that we were talking about earlier. So they will be the 40-point rewards each season for you. You can earn those.
희귀차네.
This is the first one that you can grab. We'll jump across. We've got the Forzathon challenges, both weekly and daily. Went very hard on some of the puns for here. Hopefully people can appreciate these one. Cartoon
네,
Network. I like that
계절차만
one.
Yeah, that's very
신차네요.
good. Very good.
We'll jump into the Forzathon shop. And this will show, it's just loading. This is where you can get your
패스
second
1,000원 주고
backstage
살 수
pass for
있구나.
weeks. So there are 1,000 Forzathon points, so they're pretty
포인트
pricey.
3만 점 넘어가는데 그냥
But,
사버려야겠구만.
Giuseppe will be able to say this as well. We've got the we're giving players, everyone, a free backstage pass as soon as the series goes live, just to give them a kind of little helping hand. But after that, it's there'll be 1,000 Forzathon points in here, and also the 40-point reward in the series.
쓸 일이 없어갖고
or
계속
season
모으기만
rewards.
했는데.
So after the 10th of October,
그러니까요.
in this
쓸
case.
데가
Yes,
없어가지고.
yeah, that will be the case. We'll jump across. So we've got Horizon Arcade, and then the trial.
이벤트 랩
just show people all the
3개.
different restrictions for these.
도전 하나, 이벤트
We've
랩
got
3개.
the event labs. So this is the first one is by T-Was. We've seen them in the playlist a few times now. This is the refinery. So lots of fog going on here on a kind of tight circuit, but it's got some great views and an awesome atmosphere. There's Mercedes driving around that one. And then we'll
Silent
jump to
Hill
the
같다.
second one. This is by DMFDX Gamer. This is Jurassic Dragon Rally. This is dragons and dinos uniting.
이걸 여기다 써먹었구나.
Finally,
Classic combination.
yeah, the classic combination is a really fantastic rally race, a great route, and some, like I said, epic
Dinosaur.
decorations. And you win the dinosaur outfit for that one as well. I thought that was quite fitting. And then finally, we've got one by Taserphase. This is GT
그리고
Cup.
시즌
Like the
챔피언십은
name suggests, This
2개.
is a GT style circuit.
아, 이 차가 이제
It's quite
신차
tricky
추가되는
track,
건가
but
보다.
very cool.
솔레라,
I really loved
솔레르,
running this when we were
또할레르.
going through and picking out the circuits for this series. There's a long straight at one section, and it really lets you get up to top speed. So yeah, cool event.
한 계절에 한 번만.
Jumping over, we've got the PR stunts. This is
Backstage.
in 1990s
쿠폰?
UK in S1 900. We've got some seasonal championships, some more hard to find cars, lots of hard to find cars you can get throughout this series. So this is
와, 이번에도 술래잡기
I call them
넣어놨네.
like the 90s icons seasonal championships. So this one is the Subaru 22B.
안 할까봐 계속
There'll be
넣네,
some more of those
하나씩.
throughout the series. We've got the treasure hunt, where you win 90,000 credits, because I thought that was quite good for the 90s. The photo challenge,
술래잡기 말고 좀
and that's the 90s car that we're talking about. And also a one to note is that you get the
술래잡기 너무
90s
재미없어.
outfit for this photo challenge. That's, I think we can show on
Very
screen.
cool.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah, very cool. A shout out as well to Ivan, Mikhail, and
짠.
Elvis from our character and tech art team, because they worked really hard on that, and it definitely shows.
Oh, yeah.
A very cool outfit.
Amazing.
Finishing off, we've got the hide and seek. That will be again in each season this series, and the eliminator. We've got the monthly rivals, and then finally the Rally Adventure PR Stunts and Seasonal Championships, and the Hot Wheels PR Stunts and Seasonal Championships.
So the Subaru
G600,
22B, you get it
B700.
through one of the championship, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's in the 90s Icon one. So you'll be able to get that's the reward that you get for the car for doing the seasonal championship, and then you need it for
S1도
the,
없고 A도
the photo
없네.
challenge. So.
Cool beans.
All right, so why don't we take a look at the reward cards then? We've got the 97 Toyota Sora, and we've got some things to say about this one.
재미없겠다.
Yeah, I think the Sora, so we've got the 2.5
Sora구나,
GT
Sora.
version here.
그렇다.
So yeah, I think very classic 90s rounded styling we can see straight
그러게요.
away. But this was kind of marketed slightly separately from the main Toyotas. Like it's got a winged lion badge on the front and the steering wheel, which you can see right there. And we've got some...
Seems to be a bit of a theme, doesn't it? In the
just
90s.
separate badges.
Yeah.
So, we've got a couple
Yeah,
of body
미끄러지겠네.
upgrades here as well from Origin Lab. So we've got a front bumper, got a rear bumper, and we've got the side skirts as well.
앞뒤로
Yeah, this
범퍼
was like really
있고.
cool, quite popular in the drifting scene back in the 90s and 2000s. And the stock version had 276 horsepower, which is a bit of a gentleman's agreement number between Japanese manufacturers.
Very specific.
Yeah, they came to this agreement just to kind of list a certain amount of horsepower because they were worried cars were getting too quick.
Oh, okay.
And
right.
they didn't want any legal troubles. But most of the cars did have a lot more, or when they magically got exported to a different market, they suddenly had an extra 50 bhp.
그냥 일반 승용차 같은
strange.
거구나.
So yeah, I think it's really cool. It already kind of drifts naturally, like quite naturally by itself. So I think it's going to make an awesome drift car. And those
아,
pieces are really
표지에
good.
있던 차가 이거예요?
As
No pressure,
Joe's
Joe. No pressure.
expertly demonstrated that.
Yeah. It was
That
more of
is
just
very
a
good.
out of control slide, but we'll say it's a drift.
Yeah,
It's a drift to the untrained eye.
It's been quite interesting to do this car because I don't
이게
believe it was sold in the
90년대
UK
차인가
at all,
보네.
so I wasn't that familiar with this one. But JDM and North America, much more familiar, and I think it's really cool.
How
Very,
much do you
very
think
90s.
this might have set you back then in 90s money?
I feel like this is a test, like I should know.
No. Well, I'm just wondering what kind of road you'd have to live on to see this on your street. You know, like, ooh,
I
middle
reckon
class.
it's probably going to be not as much as we think. Probably like £13,000.
Ooh,
or
very reasonable.
투도네.
Although 90s money, that's
90s
yeah,
money
yeah.
quite a lot, but
또
today's money.
Yeah, very.
But yeah, I don't think in the second-hand market this has really shot up in value too much. Yeah, I think people are still looking at their like Supras, for example,
Yeah.
and this one hasn't quite caught people's attention, but I'm sure it will. So maybe if you find one, it's a good investment
근데
opportunity.
개발자들은 게임
There's
잘
something I
못해요.
associate with the 90s, and that's that sort of white upholstery in the back, just peeking through the window. And I don't know what it is, but it's so.
Yeah, just need
Childhood for some reason.
kind of nodding dog. On the back. It'd be great.
yes. Bunch of stickers on the back as well. All right, should we take a look at the autumn season?
Yeah, let's do it. So autumn, the
자,
storm
여름.
season. We can see here the Mitsubishi FTO.
미쓰비시
That is your
FTO.
exclusive car for 20 points. And then another chance to grab a Horizon Backstage Pass for 40 points. We'll jump across. We've got the Forzathon challenges. And yeah, both daily and weekly.
네, 이번에
Some
들어왔나
more,
봐요.
very 90s
하이브에.
puns. Yeah, jumping across.
알싸매요.
We've got the Forzathon shop. We'll have a look at that. So
알싸.
as before, another backstage pass to grab and some other goodies as well. And then we'll jump across more. So we've got
상점에 있는 건
trial
F1
and then the first
맥라렌이고.
event lab of the week. So this is by Joey Rocket. This is
미쓰비시가
Horizon
이제
Wave
시즌
Circuit.
보상입니다.
You can see this on screen. So we had this as our event lab of the month a
오늘
few
벤츠
streams
280.
back. So you might have seen it already before, but this features some crazy decorations, really detailed and creative, but also a really kind of smooth and fun track to race around. So it's not always the case with all the event labs. They look really good or they drive really good, and that is a combination of the both. So
이번에는
props to
시즌
them.
이벤트
And
랩이
then,
3개네.
Event Lab 2 is by
이벤트 랩
Subi156. You'll have
3개,
seen them
시즌
before as well.
챔피언십
This is
3개.
Atlantica. So again, decorations decorated really nicely, almost with kind of like a utopian kind of feel to it. Some slightly scary at first. You might be able to see it on the screen in a minute. Kind of like invisible floors, which I was slightly scared about going over the first time I tested
Like
this
the
one out.
Trust Walk at Blackpool Tower.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
But don't worry, they are safe to drive over. And then the third one is by Just Koshiro. This is Autodromo Tierra Prospera. So this is kind of like a fast and furious racetrack. Lots of kind of tight side-by-side racing. The FTO doesn't look like it's doing any
퀄리티는
side-by-side
확실히
racing.
좋아졌어,
But if there
이벤트는.
were other cars, I'm sure it would be. But yeah, it's a really fun and nicely laid out track. I'll show you the restrictions for those as well. We've got the PR stunts for the week. So this is 1990s Germany in B class. We've got some seasonal championships. The NSX Files, I quite like that one.
That's really good.
I just do these for Michael's approval.
I get it, yeah.
It's hard to get to.
이번에도
Second,
It's always smiling.
술래잡기 또 있네.
yeah, yeah.
See?
We've got the second like 90s icon, which is the Lotus Carlton. So you can grab that. That's a hard to find car. And again, there's kind of a theme with those. So I'll jump across. So you can see that for the photo challenge, you've got the Carlton, which is the Lotus Carlton that you win in that season championship. We've got the Treasure Hunt, Need for Steed.
라이벌
Again,
두 개.
90,000 credits for that one. The Hide and Seek is back for the second week. And finishing off, we've got the monthly arrivals and the Rally Adventure PR Stunts and Seasonal
이번에는
Championships.
B랑
and the
A.
Hot Wheels PR Stunts and Seasonal Championships.
All right, so let's get up close and personal, why don't we, with the reward car for the season. We've got the 98 Mitsubishi FTO GP. What can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one because I actually remember this from the 90s, like being
외국애들이 계속
maybe I
술래잡기만
won't say
해요?
how old I am and give away age.
Yeah.
외국애들은
But yeah, so
외국에서는
this
인기가
actually
좋나
started
술래잡기가?
it was just an import car that people wanted, so
대가리도
they bring them
없던데.
into the country, and Mitsubishi thought, hold on a minute, it's seeming quite popular, we should probably just sell them ourselves. So I think the same happened in the US as well.
이게 보상차죠. 시즌
So yeah, we have the
보상차.
GP Racing R version here. So had a few little upgrades to it, such as the anti-rolls were upgraded, and it had some of the interior taken out to make it a bit lighter, and it's got a very nice Momo wheel inside as well.
투도구나.
And yeah, it's only like 180 brake horsepower and front wheel drive, but it's quite playful. I think it was seen as a bit of a stepping stone to a greater sports car, but I think now they're quite sought after because the V6 sounds really good.
Okay.
When you just rev it.
제가
It might
에이스예요?
not be
어떻게
doing
알아요
as much
이거를?
as what it sounds like.
Well, let's see on the road then and actually
이렇게 감이
see for
오시는 게
ourselves, shall
있나?
we? Okay. Well, it's got a bit of a meaty sound to it, yeah.
It's got, I
Okay.
think it's definitely a very distinct sound that you'd get used to. So yeah, I'm really happy to have this back
S1까지
again.
나와요?
This really does take me back to my childhood.
It is, you know what,
Thinking-
for the 90s, it is a very nice shape, I've got to say.
I think it's aged very well,
Yeah.
and I think the second-hand market values are creeping up now. I think a lot of people were looking at Integris and things like that instead of this, but now those values have gone up. People are thinking like, oh, hey, I remember the FTO.
Yeah, because I mean, that back end shape alone is like aged really well. That looks fairly modern.
I think it definitely was really cool. Went through a bit of 2000s. That's not cool.
Yes.
But just come full circle and it's cool again.
Like many brands of the 90s, somehow they sort of fade into obscurity and then somehow come back. Like
It's
the
just
new
like
big
me.
thing.
90s cool. 2000s not so cool.
이게 다
but
90년대 차란
Pretty
소리지.
cool now, right?
So you could say this is
Yeah, sure.
약간 색깔이 깜장색이라 그러니까 키트
this
같기도
is your
하고.
manifestation as a car.
There you
is
go.
what we're
Yes,
saying.
this is
Right.
me.
As a car, excellent. I mean, it could be so much worse. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a look at the next season then. We've got winter. Winter is
여기가
coming.
무지
What have we got?
짧아요.
Yeah, so we'll jump in. We've got the winter
이번엔
dry
겨울.
season, and we've got the
에스턴
very
마틴
stylish Aston Martin
라곤다?
Lagonda from 1990 for your exclusive car for 20 points. And then yet again, another chance to get one of those Horizon
신기하게
backstage
생겼네.
passes for 40 points. We can jump across. We've got the Forzathon challenges, both weekly and daily challenges. Lots to read through there and cringe about.
앨리스잖아.
We've got the Forzathon shop. Let's jump in again. As usual, yeah, backstage pass and some other goodies to grab. We'll jump out and move across. We've got
이번에도
the
이벤트 랩
trial.
3개.
At the restrictions for these as well. And the first event lab is by the one and only Josie. We'll have a look on screen here. So this is JCO Project Race
맞아,
3
그때 보기는
Airport.
봤는데 저게
So,
뭐 그렇게
as the name suggests,
좋은
there's 3
거예요?
of these kind of variations. And it is Josie being incredible as usual. No change to what you'd normally expect from them. If you get a chance, as you get ahead, what you need to do is you need to get really far ahead of the driver tars and a really close look at some of the buildings because the details and just the surroundings in general are amazing. So yeah, props to Josie. We'll jump across again. We've got one by
복각.
Dexter 4130D. This is Cathedral GP. This is kind of like a tight and technical circuit through the streets of Guanajuato. I'd recommend focusing on handling for this one. I'm not sure.
하긴
if the
포 때도
FTO,
보니까 저표
is all about its handling.
티켓으로
but,
뭔가
it definitely
샀던 것
looks good
같긴
as it
한데
goes on this
그럴
track.
때 쓴다는 거죠? 이
And then we'll
여기
jump across,
5에서도.
and we've got one by Hons 12. This is Cauldron Rally Circuit. This is kind of set at the top of the caldera. It's like a really fun kind of rally circuit. Hans makes a lot of really nice liveries, so it's obvious their skill set just doesn't stop with that, and they are great at making events as well. So yeah, fun to want to play through. We'll jump across. We've got seasonal playground games and the seasonal PR stunts as well. This is 1990s Japan. So
와, 이건 무슨 차야?
the 90s icon. One for winter. This is the Jaguar
Jaguar
XJ220.
옆에가 저렇게
and then a
생겼었던가?
very cool picture by Thomas, screenshot artist, with that said car. With the cat meow. I like it. It's like a big Jaguar. The cat meow coming from it.
그다음에
We've
비디오
got
히트?
Horizon Open, and hide and seek as well. And then a collectible. I think we'll be able to see this on screen as well. So
앞에가
this
없었나요,
is
아까?
video hits. This is the
다행이죠.
tape collectible that will be all around the street scene that you can go knock over. I thought the street scene was quite a 90s area.
라이벌 아까 있긴 있었는데.
Yeah, very neon as well.
Good pick.
We got the monthly rivals, and then
Organ
finish
Rival
off,
2개.
we've got the Rally Adventure PR Stunts and Seasonal Championships, and the Hot Wheels PR Stunts and Seasonal Championships.
Well, let's take a look at our
아,
winter
월간
award
라이벌에
We've got the
카페 차가
1990 Aston Martin Lagonda.
있었겠다라는
What's
뜻이죠?
so special about this, apart from its strong look?
Yeah, well, I mean, firstly, it's very long. It's almost
Yeah.
5.3 meters long, which is, I think people have likened it to looking like an anteater because the front of it's so
I can
long.
see it weirdly, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not really an Aston Martin. They referred to it as just Lagonda at the times, but now we know it was made by Aston Martin, obviously. I think
왜
it
이
went from
차만 이렇게
76 to
클로즈업으로 하는 거지?
90s, but on the car, you won't see Aston Martin actually put anywhere except for the engine. That's the only place.
Oh.
So it's the same badge, but simply Lagonda.
라건다.
And it's quite a, I don't know, odd car. It was very expensive for the time. Like in today's money, it was like $350,000, $400,000.
써서 안 하는 건가?
But it's not really got
라이센스
DB5
때문에 그러나?
looks, and it's not really got Aston Martin performance. But people were buying it. I think they made about 100 a year.
Wow.
But yeah, I do encourage people to go and look at some videos of this car because it's got some very interesting design quirks. But one thing that is cool on it is the dashboard. It had an actual full
와,
screen
정말
Yeah.
계기판
dashboard, which
It doesn't look like anything now
이판은
because now
마음에
everyone's
들긴
got
하네.
this sort of dashboard. But back
like,
then,
considering this was, I think
Yeah.
the Series 3 had it,
다 생긴
a
건
version
뭐
of this, and
저는
then Series
별로네요.
4 had the improved just singular screen version. But you know, that's really ahead of its time.
Oh, yeah.
Now we take it for granted having a screen as a display. But yeah, it's got a nice kind of very
왜
late
낮아요?
70s, 80s look to it. They rounded it off a bit for
C프예요,
the Series 4, which we have in the game, and sadly
게임
lost the
패스에
pop-up
들어온 씹.
I think
headlights.
I'm bumping into another one.
there can only be one.
It's me saying how rare the car is. But yeah, I think if I saw this in real life, I'd probably freak out.
아이오닉
Because
6
it's
엔도
very
나오는가?
Very
아.
rare.
I can't only imagine that dashboard
할로윈 때
must have
카페
had a bit of
팔아먹더니
pushback,
이번에도
because I know
작년에
back
카페
then,
할로윈 때
my dad was one of those people that
팔았어.
was like, digital is bad, no digital, I want manual only, and this
Where are all the
rejection.
buttons?
Yeah, if there's no dials, I don't want to know.
There's plenty of buttons still
Yeah.
around on the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
And I think your dad may have had a point because I think a lot of the videos I've seen, the screen isn't quite working as it originally did. Don't think it's very
Oh, dear.
reliable for the long run. But yeah, I think this is like a very awesome, unique car. I really
Quite
like
hard to
it.
overtake in. I was like, I'm going to go for an overtake here. I put my trigger down and nothing happened. So
Yeah, V8, but it's very heavy.
I mean, that smooth glass transition into the rear is like really unique actually. Like the more you look at
nice,
it, the
yeah.
more it's like, you don't see that in that way very often. It's such
You won't get anywhere fast, but you will get there
In
looking
style.
very stylish.
All right, let's take a look at the next season now then. We've got spring.
yeah, so jumping in again, we've got
자,
spring,
이번엔
the hot
봄,
season, and
스바루
you can see the
SVX.
Subaru SVX, very nice car there for 20 points, the exclusive car, and the final 40-point backstage pass for you to collect. We've got the Forzathon weekly challenges and daily challenges. So hopefully people get this one. This is the Bop It game. All the daily challenges will...
오,
it's either
CLK
gonna be completely lost to people
GTR네.
who are unaware of what Bop It is,
Bop It.
and hopefully people
네,
who are
매끈매끈한
aware of it
차.
will love that one,
Very
or those.
GTR
We'll jump over to the
F2라는
Forzathon
것도
shop,
있구나.
and as usual, another opportunity to get a backstage pass and some other goodies. We'll jump across even further. We've got the trial. A cool Forza edition car for this one. This is the 90s Mercedes-Benz
Forza
CLK
edition,
GTR Forza edition. So I thought that was quite cool to add for the playlist. And then I'll show the restrictions for those. And then we've got the event lab. So the first one of the week is by Petrolhead55823. This is Storm Drain.
보면은 협동이 있구나.
As these event lab creators usually do, they have completely transformed the event lab island into this incredible storm drain.
배고파서 라면 먹고 싶대요, 친구들.
This has been featured in our kind of PG editor's choice for a while now, and you can tell why, as it's very impressive. And then the second one is by Type Hard Fark. This is Mesa Circuits. I think we were saying this. It might be a few different ways, but this is a super kind of simple but effective track. Could very easily just be one of the like base Horizon games. It's done that well. Base Horizon races, sorry. It's decorated that well, but a really fun track to kind of rally around. We'll move across. We've got the seasonal PR stunts. So
시즌 챔피언십 2개,
but these are all in
협동 1개.
1990s USA A-class cars.
차들은 그냥 90년대 차로 다
seasonal championship. This is the Toyota MR2. Very cool 90s car, and then we've got another seasonal championship and the touring this week as well, so you can grab 8 points there. We've got the treasure hunt and the photo challenge, so that's featuring the MR2 as well, and you can get the pop-up headlights. Forza Link rewards. We've got the hide and seeking as well, and the monthly rivals. And finishing off, we've got the Rally Adventure PR Stunts and Seasonal Championships, and the Hot Wheels PR Stunts and Seasonal Championships. So yeah, I'll jump out.
이번 시리즈 컨셉이 이제 90년대이기 때문에 90년대에 있던 차들 싹 다 그냥
and I'm very happy with the ones that we managed to get for this.
되는 것 같고요. 배지도 또 조금 추가되네.
We have got all the Steamy badges. Here we go. We've got the ever iconic Clippy badge. So if you
왼쪽으로 네 번째 닭대가리 저거
in any car from the 1990s, which I'm sure you'll complete pretty quickly, and you can grab the Clippy badge. I think we've already done that, so I can equip that, and we'll see that when I jump out.
Excellent.
We've got the Stay Cool, kind of cool S logo.
새로운 거죠?
People will have seen this throughout their childhood as
많이
throughout the
추가되네
90s,
이번에.
on textbooks.
It's the thing that somehow every kid in the 90s knew how to draw without being told. I don't know how it happened. How did it spread?
Yeah, it's a mystery, but
Stay
very
cool.
cool badge nonetheless. And then finally, we've got one. It's like a
조건이 다
very
있구나.
90s themed cassette. So
Back
this
to
is
90s
outfit
outfit
90s outfits
during
the series. So you unlock the
90년대
outfit
차를
with the photo challenge and then the badge for
몰면은
equipping the outfit.
저걸 얻는 거구나.
Just a quick shout out as well. Thanks to
호성이요?
Dan, who's one of our UI
조금만 맞으면 다
artists
얻으실
for
수
working
있을
on these
거예요.
badges, and then Yazid as well because he helped out with these as well. But yeah, we're really excited for these ones. But yeah, very cool.
Let's take a look then at the reward card we've got. We've got the Subaru SVX from 1996, and here it is.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. I think it's kind of similar to the Sora in shape and style as well, but I think this is kind of showing Subaru beginning to get into performance cars. Like it's like 220 brake horsepower, which when the first SVX came out in 92, which was the most powerful car that they'd actually produced. And obviously it's four-wheel drive as well, so this is kind of one of those things where you can see how things are leading up to iconic cars like the Impreza. So I really like this car. The windows are quite unusual, that they kind of open halfway down. So you can see this kind of
왜
split down
이쁜데
the
잘
middle.
입었네.
Probably
추운가
not
보지
so
뭐.
good at the drive-through trying to get your food. But I do admire the early 90s experimentation. Sadly, that's not caught on. And probably my best fact about this car is very 90s fact. Not only did you get a user manual, but you got 2 VHS tapes with it, with a little booklet,
옛날
which will
여자친구가
tell you
저런
where
식으로
to
입고
fast forward
다녔어요.
to, so you could watch some video instruction
Ahead of
about
its
how
time.
to use your SVX.
That's
so
amazing.
no YouTube back in those
노랑머리가
days.
입고 나온 게
kids, so,
거적대기?
VHS tapes were the way forward.
But no VHS player in the car itself. We weren't quite that advanced.
No, that wouldn't fit.
quite big bit of tech back then.
Yeah.
I wonder if you look inside, what are your blind spots like with the windows like that?
They're not bad. Well, it's kind of right in the middle, yeah. I think the
미쳐서
idea is from
먹냐?
the outside, when it's in black, it looks just kind of like one continuous glass kind of surface, that it doesn't actually have any A-pillars, but yeah, inside probably a bit of a compromise. And probably,
It is very cool though. It does.
Yeah,
it pulls
I like
it off. Yeah.
I like the guts to try something different, so I admire it.
Yeah. I think the
아우라가
90s is full of
두 개나
actually, a lot of
달렸네.
really interesting designs. I feel like a lot of the weirder designs end up in the higher end supercars like these days.
Yeah.
But I like that.
저
I don't
간판.
know. Maybe this wasn't quite the
판자 왜 안 치는 거야?
car that you'd think it could be. But definitely very experimental bodies and all sorts back then. So very cool.
Really cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for the lovely trip down memory lane. It's a wonderful festival playlist. That doesn't make me feel old at all. We've seen cars, events, and lots of puns. Thank you, Joe. But what are we missing this month? Oh, yeah, that's right.
핫팩. 나 이번에 뭘 잊은 게 있죠? 이러면서
That's right. It's event
이벤트에
love of the month.
관련
And this
내용
month we're
나옵니다.
highlighting an event simply called Gas Station, created by Flaming Fire
Gas
4709. So let's jump in and take a look, shall we?
Yeah, I just wanted to highlight the fact that the creators called Flaming Fire created a gas station. So I would not put those things together. But anyway, so one of the amazing ways the community has to show us what they really like is, apart from all the comments on social media and Reddit and Discord, whatever, they create stuff like this, in particular, gas stations. So let's say, you come here and just want to just chill out and have an amazing
주유소가 생겼네요.
place to have your pictures. And you find a gas station. Just come in, just
가스가
chill
가솔린이에요.
out. And just wanted to get your attention on all the details that the Flaming Fire creator actually spent 98% of the budget to build all of this.
Is that how you usually park?
Yeah, I mean, I'm Italian. Are you asking me how do I park? Come on now.
드립하신 건가?
So, yeah, as I said, this is, first of all, there are two versions of this. There's got like a day and night version. But if you
지금
appreciate the lighting,
편의점
you
주유소인데
would like to choose
주유소 안에
night.
뭐
Because then you
아무것도
can appreciate all
없냐?
the reflections, and it's even a better place for you to share all your photos. You may maybe create a convoy and just park all the cars here.
이벤트 랩이란
all the
소리야,
attention to
아니면 뭐.
details
Look at that.
inside. You can even see like a kind
이벤트
of a
랩이구나,
smart
그냥.
way to create some coffee machines there or whatever they
Very
are.
cool.
Yeah, and
Not sure you'd want to drink the coffee coming out of those.
I don't know.
청바지요?
Might not taste that well.
모르겠어요.
But I think there is a menu. We can get inside. Look at that.
그럴
Okay.
수
You can
있네.
get inside, and then there is there's a menu here: cappuccino and latte, macchiato.
커피
Americano,
파네요.
chocolate, and- Anyways, simple as that is a gas station. So it really is well made. It really is very well made, and we keep seeing things like this. I'm not saying every single week, but kind of. So. Honestly, great place to do picture. We saw this on Reddit. It had quite a lot of upvotes, and we said, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I noticed that we came in prices in Mexico pretty cheap for fuel.
No, thanks for that actually, because the one thing we noticed that where is it? Like 0.00000 regular and premium.
Good deal.
Speaking of
그러겠지.
premium, Michael, I just have a question because I can't sleep at night. What FTO means?
I'm glad you asked because I had to check this myself.
exactly.
But apparently it stands for Fresh Touring Original.
That's never ever what I would have thought it stood
Yeah,
for.
I think it's probably like when you translate things from Japanese to
yeah,
English,
yeah.
it comes out like, So probably in Japanese it sounds much cooler than it does in English.
Now I can sleep at night. Thank you very much,
Let's
Michael.
stick to FTO, I think.
Excellent. Yeah, no, it's always really cool when you have these set pieces that make you feel more immersed in the world, and you get to take some pictures there, and it just
주유소에
gives you
수리 기능
another
들어가면
opportunity for
니드코예요?
experiencing
아.
putting your cars there and taking some cool pictures.
Yeah.
Which I know you said people have been taking really cool pictures in these places, haven't they, so far?
Yeah, well, that's what they like to do.
Yeah. Yeah, excellent. Very cool lighting. Very nice work. And if you want to play it yourself, you can check it out right now in the PG Editor's Choice tab in-game, or you can look it up using
자,
the share
방금
code
맵이
shown on
궁금하신
screen now.
분들은
That's
위에 밑에 쉐어 코드
160555671.
입력하고
Now,
들어가시면
before we
됩니다.
move on, last
주유소
month,
사진
Playground
찍으러.
Games introduced us to Hide and Seek,
네,
a
이벤트
brand
맵이에요.
new multiplayer mode for Forza Horizon 5. And for those of you on the Hide and Seek grind, I hear we have some news to share, right?
Yeah, so essentially, we have a part of our community that really like to complete achievements. So from this update, we're going to introduce achievements related to hide and seek that we can actually see right now on the screen. So
뭐야?
these can be unlocked retroactively if you already earn the respective accolades, because some of those achievements are already related to some accolades. So chances are, if you already completed them, you'll see
So if you've already been
pop-ups.
playing lots of hide and seek.
What did I do? What did I do? Good,
Amazing.
good. You're good. So big thank to all the players who jumped in to play a couple of hide and seek matches.
실망이
this past
커,
month. We
숨바꼭질.
saw some really nice pictures and not pictures, actually more videos
그러니까
of people
말이에요.
trying to blend in the traffic. They were very fun.
Very
so
cool.
Thanks
해외
for
유저들
saying that.
반응은
So-
어떤가?
Excellent. There you go. More achievements for you to gain, and they're all lovely round numbers. So if you're an achievement hunter, you're not going to have any 7s or 1s ending your gamer score.
차라리 그냥 뭐 추격전 이런 거 만들지.
Should we give players a little sneak peek of what's
달리는
coming next month?
게임인데 달리지를 못하고
Definitely,
숨어
yeah.
다녀야
So we've
되고.
got
아, 참.
Horizon Track Day. This is coming
자,
November
다음
7th,
벌써
2024.
벌써
We've
다음
got,
거, 다음
some
달이죠, 다음 달.
Very cool
11월
new
7일.
cars, new Event Lab props, and when I say Event Lab props, I mean a lot of Event Lab props. Lots to look forward to.
Lots to look forward to.
경찰과
And with that,
도둑,
we've reached
그러니까요.
the end of the show.
달리는
Thank you
거라지
to-
왜 이런 걸 해가지고.
Wait, Giuseppe says no.
Yeah, no, just wanted to make
컵커피 같은 걸
before we
만들어.
say bye, just a little note on when the update goes live. Usually goes live on a Tuesday, but this time it's
해외도
gonna go live
그닥이에요?
on Monday, the 7th of October
아니, 왜
at
그런 걸
10,
만들었을까?
after 10 a.m. Pacific time or 6 p.m. British Standard Time. So
뭔가 달릴 만한 걸
that's it. Just
만들어야지.
wanted to make this note in case people wondering where is the update. No,
Something
no,
a
they
little
know.
bit earlier to look forward to.
Yeah, exactly.
And with that, that's the end
차라리
of the show.
최후의 승자가
A
더
big
재밌다.
thank you to all of our viewers and guests from today for a nostalgic look at the Forza Horizon 5 news this month. We hope you enjoyed the flashback into the past, and when the Back to the 90s series joins the festival on October 10th, 2024, we hope you love getting involved too. Thank you a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time. Adios.
Adios.
자, 잘 봤고요. 점점 가뜩이나 할 것도 없는데 점점 아주 대단해. 에휴. 시즌 때문에 시즌 바뀔 때만 잠깐 사람 있고 이벤트 깨는 난 이후에 사람 거의 없어요. 그럴 것 같아요. 이 원스 휴먼 안 해봤어요. 요새 원스 휴먼 하시는 분들 많더라고요. 갑자기 아니면 꾸준히 했던 분들이 나오는 건지 해보지는 않았습니다. 그쵸. 무료 게임이고, 뭐, 얼핏 보니까 뭐 이것저것 다 넣은 것 같던데요? 뭘 좋아할지 몰라서 이것저것 다 넣었다, 뭐 그런 느낌? 이 버그 이거, 와, 이걸 또 보게. 이게 왜 지금 또 오픈 들어가는데.
안녕 스프링.
원스이먼 시즌마다 서버 이동해야 돼요.
새로운 시즌 이벤트를 진행해 볼까요? 테마는 스피드랑
그래도 뭐 무료라서
에어컨이에요.
가볍게 하시는 분들은 많은 것 같더라고요. 떡국질 할 바에는 더 쿨한다. 아, 그러니까 이게 달리는 게임인데 숨바꼭질 같은 걸 넣었어. 아니면 뭐 막말로 뭐 경찰차 뭐 이런 건 활용 안 하더라도 뭐 특정 누구 따라잡기 뭐 누구 잡기 그런 걸 하든가. 근데 때가리 없는 해적 부시기, 차량 부시기, 그러니까 그런 거 많은데 왜 참. 에휴. 바꾸지 뭐 전혀 재미없는 거. 자, 어쨌든 남는 시간은 그냥 오픈 들어가서 달리는 걸로 하겠습니다. 원스유먼 레벨업도 있어요. 아, 포르자도 모드 같은 게 되면 안 되겠구나. 저작권 때문에 안 되려나? 게임 같은 것도 뭐 우리끼리 유저들이 만든 게임 같은 거 있으면 좋을 텐데. 이벤트 맵 갖고 만들 수 있는 게 너무 한정적이어서 이거에 꾸미려면 현질 해야 돼요. 하우징이야 늘 그렇지. 국가대항전? 그쵸. 그러니까 뭔가 대결할 만한 거. 아니면 뭐 그러니까 차가 달릴 걸 만들어야 되는데 차가 숨는 거 만들고 뭔가 컨셉을 이상하게 잡고 있는 것 같아요. 우리나라 사람들이 이제 경쟁을 좋아하다 보니까 그런 것도 없잖아 있는데 안타깝습니다. 클랜 뭐 그런 것도 괜찮고. 이미 다 팔아먹었다고 생각하는 듯. 다음 시리즈도 별로 크게 기대도 안 되고 또 이러다가 진짜 포르자를 계속 해야 되냐는 의문이 생기는 때가 올 것 같습니다. 6 나오기 전까지 아예 그냥 안 하고 다른 걸 하든가. 램던트2 이번 패치로 유저들이 떠났어요. 왜 그러는 것일까? 나온 지 오래된 게임이라도 그런 것도 없잖아 있는데 깔끔하게 다음 신작 기다리고 다른 게임 하는 게 나을 수도 있을 것 같아요. 귀엽지 않냐? 할게. 하긴 한 게임을 거의 뭐 2년 반, 3년 했으면 많이 했지. 와우처럼 뭔가 계속 시리즈가 추가되고 이야기거리가 추가되고 그런 게임이 아니다 보니까 한계가 있죠. 정해보면 안 죽어요? 그러면 삭제 엔딩이지 뭐. 한사 100만 점이면 참 많이 했다. 슬슬 놔줘야 되나? 6 나올 동안 다른 거? 다섯 시간짜리 보스러시 못해요? 아이고야 이런. (30분이면) 잡는 게 1시간 걸려요? 아, 이 차가 있을 줄이야. 아이고 아이고. 아유 자꾸 부딪혀 여기. 에이, 조금 미끄러지는구나. 에휴, 식스는 언제 나오는 거야 도대체? 팔별이 있었구나. 와, 좀 있으면 나도 팔별이네. 끝. 다음 거 참여인가? 로딩, 로딩, 로딩. 왜 시작 안 돼? 플라자. 아이고. 삼성에서 지원 사격을 해요? 그냥 같이 콜라보 하는 거겠죠. 네. 그냥 뭐 아우 좁아서 앞질러 가기가 힘드네. 가서 구경해보고 싶긴 하던데. 에버랜드. 아이구야. 아 이런.